So your decision should focus on stakeholders consideration. Means stakeholder must understand what your decisions led to. Risk management. You have to see that whether the decision which you have taken is what are the pros and cons, what are the risks.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. I'm Priya George, and today we have an extraordinary guest, someone who has not only mastered the world of finance and corporate governance, but has also made a lasting impact on businesses and communities alike. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Bhaskar Roy has led financial transformations, raised capital through IPOs, and shaped corporate strategies at the highest levels. But beyond the numbers, he's a leader who believes in purpose driven finance, using his expertise to drive business success while uplifting society. Today, we'll dive into his fascinating journey, his lessons from the boardroom, his take on the future of finance, and the mindset that has kept him ahead in a rapidly evolving industry. Get ready for an inspiring conversation. Dr. Roy, welcome to FaceTime with Leaders. It
Thank
is an
you. Thank you, ma'am.
absolute pleasure to have you here with us. So, welcome to the show.
I'm great to welcome.
And so, without further ado, let's get started, right?
Yes.
So, Dr. Roy, looking at your incredible journey, 3 decades of leadership in finance, corporate governance, strategic planning, it's clear that you've built a legacy. But every great leader has a starting point. So, could you take us back to the beginning? What first sparked your passion for finance? And did you ever imagine that your career would unfold the way it has?
Great question, ma'am. Actually, you can ask why finance. The passion for finance started early, though uh, I've never thought that it will be my career at that time. But I always have a curiosity that how the money flows. Why? What are the decisions behind huge investments? Uh, how the money is invested and how it is being taken back. Driving force and impact on the decisions of financial decisions. When I was in school, high school, in economic class, then in the first I came to know that how the numbers combined with psychology can help the change in human behavior. This is the things which clicked that I should pursue with the career of finance. When I first, after passing CA, when I first joined my first company, I was given the role of pure accountancy, but I was having a finance in the banking sector, the raising money, etc. So when I got the thing, I was fascinated in doing it, and there were two, three turning points also, which I should say in my thing.
Sure.
That first, there was a company which went to a BFR and was closed, and I was
Okay.
given a task to revive the company. At that time, the these laptops and Excels were also not being accepted like that. I'm telling 20 years back when I started.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I had to make the things manually, present manually, and then if they want to change it, do it manually. Now it is very fast. You can do it in 5 minutes and change it and do it. But the
Agreed.
difficulties it faced, I'm just explaining. So from there, we came out from that difficulties, etc., and then turned that company. Then when again I was left that and joined some other companies, etc., I was given charge of project. So I thought how to whether the decision to invest in that project, whether the investment is correct or not. Those things were the things which always have in the mind, and also think that when it was successful, that what the career I'm pursuing is correct.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. And the instances, the examples that you mentioned, they're so fascinating. It's incredible how these certain moments, whether they are planned or unexpected, they end up defining the course of one's career. So thank you, Dr. Roy, for sharing that with us. Leading large scale operations as an executive director and CEO is not a small feat. It requires a perfect balance of strategy, compliance, and financial foresight. So, what are the core leadership principles that guide you in navigating these complexities? How do you ensure that every decision aligns with both business success and ethical responsibility?
Ma'am, a great follow-up question indeed. I personally feel there are 4 or 5 points which I want to say in
Sure,
which are the principles I personally feel and people should feel that these are the principles they should follow. First is the
absolutely
integrity.
true.
Integrity above all is the number one because you are taking high stake financial decisions where the stakeholders, where the employees, where the management, everybody is involved. So the integrity have to be very clear and is over and above everything. Number one.
Right,
Number two, data driven decision making combined with practical sense means you have to take decisions on the datas which have been made and driven in the coming in the forms of the historical datas, etc., and everything. But whether the data is leading to the conclusion that you have to have your practical sense and you have to test that whether it is correct or not also. So both things to be taken. One is that data driven decision with the practical and experience. Number
right,
three, transparency and commitments. Transparency and commitments are the most important thing as the first one because you have to be transparent that what you are wanting to do and what you
mm,
want to achieve. Maybe there are some hither and to in the system. Maybe everything is not correct, etc. You have can take a corrective measures, etc. But you must be
mm,
transparent in your way to everybody.
correct,
Number
correct,
four, accountability. You have to do
right,
certain things which are you can be accountable and you will be answerable to do it to the
right,
outside world, to the investors, to the management, to the employees, to your colleagues even, and to yourself also.
right,
So your decision should focus on stakeholders consideration. Means stakeholder must understand what your decisions led to. Risk management, you have to see that whether the decision which you have taken is what are the pros and cons, what are the risks, what are the mitigation out of it, and how it can be mitigated, what are the ways to unhold the risk, etc. Then continual learning and reflection, that what is out of that, what you have learned out of that, and reflection of that situation. This
right.
is the thing in I think in brief I can tell what I want to say.
Right, right. That's such a lovely way you put it across. And it's clear that great leadership isn't just about making decisions, it's about ensuring that every decision drives growth, maintains integrity, and builds a strong foundation for the future. Um, so thank you for sharing that, Dr. Roy, with us. In today's fast paced business world, financial planning is no longer just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about, like you mentioned in your earlier response, it's about using data intelligently to
Hmm.
drive smarter, faster, and more strategic decisions.
Hmm.
So, with your deep expertise in budgeting and MIS, you've seen firsthand how data driven financial planning can transform business outcomes. How do you think organizations can best leverage financial data and insights to not just optimize resources, but also anticipate challenges or mitigate risks?
I feel is the budgeting is a very strategic decisions, and the budgets has to be follow very stringent way. Again, certain points I want to say, tell on these issues. Number one is strategic budgeting, forecasting, and rolling forecast. Means you have to first make a strategic budget, which is to be divided into areas, into months, into periods, into cash flows of that period, how the cash flow is coming, not only the profits, how your debtors, creditors are moving, all your inventories are moving. These are the forecast you have to do, and then you have to make a real time decision
True.
with the forecast, etc. That it is one part. With the actuals, you have to see and compare that real time decision making, and you have to compare with the financial dashboards.
Right.
So
Right.
so where it is going wrong, where it is going right, what are the corrective measures to be taken, these are the strategic thing you have to do in every periodically, etc. Number three, data driven resource optimization means data collection for budgeting, etc., and these storing the data for the future things, etc., and making the data useful for the future is also one of the reason of making the things ready. Number four, risk identification mitigation means when you are doing analysis and when you are making the budgets, you are making also that you are allocated for certain capital budgets, for non-capital budgets. So if there are a lot of options open to you, you have to see investing where your surplus money will give you the most fruitful result or most uh, income, etc. So these are the things you have to keep in mind. Number five is that scenario planning and stress testing. So management should not be under stress every time, so that
Correct.
you have to put the scenarios in front, that in this scenario you have to take this decision, you have to this decision, this that decision. So anything should not be come just for that and you are in shock. This is the result
Right.
of good budgeting, etc. So growth decisions and strategic investments also will depend on the budgets, etc. Plus, aligning your teams and organizations. Your team and organization should be aligned to your budget exercise. You are not doing alone. It has to be a teamwork.
Right. Absolutely.
So
Uh,
these are the salient points I can tell on this issue.
Thank you. And those are really powerful points and perspectives that you enlisted for us, Dr. Roy. It's fascinating how financial data, when used correctly, becomes more than just numbers. It turns into a roadmap for smarter decision making and long term business success. Moving on, Dr. Roy, you've been recognized with medals from ICAI, which is Institute of Chartered Accountancy of India. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Institute of Chartered Accountants of India.
Accountancy of India. Yes. It is a testament to your dedication and impact in the finance profession. So, awards like these aren't just acknowledgements, they reflect years of hard work, strategic thinking, and a commitment to shaping the industry. What do these honors personally mean to you, and how do they align with your philosophy of excellence in finance and leadership?
I personally feel, ma'am, that awards is a definitely a recognition, but it increases the responsibility to better
True.
perform. That is
I
the
agree.
more thing. You have to have a feeling that this award is not the end of it. You have to work hard to achieve more. That is
And be
the
better.
first. And commitment to continuous improvement. You have to have found ways to improve your performance in a better standard and higher standard. Your improvement has to continuously improve.
I
This,
agree.
I personally feel there's a recognition of team effort also. So your team has also support to some extent for the any awards, etc. All those things. So the team effort has to be also recognized properly, etc. Not your own thing. And then you have to build a legacy of leadership. These awards will help you to build a legacy of leadership. So
Right.
this is the thing I feel is the uh, by award you can get out of it.
Right, right. And but Dr. Roy, it is so inspiring to see how your dedication and passion for finance have not only shaped your career but also earned you such well-deserved recognition. But it's also interesting to hear your perspective that awards may come, may not come, and if it does, then it should inspire to one to do better and be better. So, Dr. Roy, with a career as impactful as yours, spanning financial leadership, corporate governance, and strategic decision making, there's no doubt that your influence in the industry has been profound. But every great leader is always looking ahead. So, as you reflect on your journey, what are your future aspirations, both in terms of your career and your role in the boardroom?
First is that I want to drive innovation in finance. That is uh, my interest, and I think that will be that is my aim also in the life, how to bring innovation in finance. Number two, mentoring the next generation.
Right.
And number three is the continued personal growth. These are the three factors I feel in the future looking of the thing which I'm into. And role in the boardroom, I have three, four things to tell. First, I want to champion ethical leadership and corporate responsibility. Ethical leadership and corporate responsibility is a model thing for every individual, and in the boardroom, it is required to standard the practices of the corporate governance.
True.
Fostering
True.
diversity and inclusion. We want to see in the boardroom that diversity is there and inclusion is there, so that everybody is aligned to the subject and everybody is participating in their own way to the subject. Advising on strategic growth. I want to advise the boards how they can invest here and how the strategic growth can come from and where from come from.
Mhm.
Championing
Right.
digital transfer. Digital transformation and data utilization is one of the key factors which is coming over. We are also not very keen of AI, etc. functions. We see something clips, etc. But the future is coming.
That's true.
We have to align with it. And how the
Correct.
finance can align with it and how we can align with it is one of the things which is key to the in the boardroom challenge.
Right. 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 Uh, that's so inspiring. So it's also incredible to see, even after such an accomplished career, your passion for leadership and governance continues to grow. That's really inspiring for all our listeners. Um, Moving on, Dr. Roy, in the boardroom, every decision carries immense weight, not just for the organization, but for stakeholders, employees, and the industry at large. In every response of yours, you've stressed on the importance of strong governance, which isn't just about compliance. Strong governance fosters trust, it ensures transparency, like you mentioned, and drives ethical financial leadership. So, with your vast experience in corporate governance and financial strategy, what's your approach to building a governance framework that not only ensures accountability, but also strengthens decision making at the highest level?
Very good question. I personally feel there are few points to be mentioned here.
Yes,
One is the clear roles and responsibilities. Everybody should know what his role is, what he has to deliver, what his responsibilities, and how the responsibilities to be fulfilled.
correct.
Number two, strong, transparent communication channels. your channel should be opened up, so that you can communicate with each other transparent manner. There should not be hindrance in that created. Balanced accountability. Accountability has to be there in each place. So that should be kept in mind. Committees for deep dive focus. There should be subcommittees, there should be small committees where they should go on doing deep dive exercises to find out where what is the lacuna and suggest to the main committees. Strategic alignment and long-term focus means what should be the strategic alliance and what should be the long-term focus has to be moved in. So your focus should not dilute from here to here. Independent oversight and diversity of thought means you should have your independent oversight of the matter going on and you can diversify accordingly. Ethics and corporate responsibility. This is a very strong point. You should carry on your ethics and you should follow on your corporate responsibility. That is one of the most framework of the government. And on ongoing education and development. You should carry on your educational work and development.
Continue to learn.
Continue to learn. So there is no stop in learning. I personally feel.
Absolutely. Which is a great segue to my next question. You've joined Directors Institute, talking about lifelong learning. So you've joined Directors Institute, which is a significant step for any leader looking to strengthen their expertise in governance and boardroom leadership. We'd love to hear about your experience and what motivated you to become a part of the Institute.
Basically, combination of professional development, passion for governance, commitment to contributing to the evaluation of leadership in the boardroom. These are the main points. Passion for governance, because where the institute can help you. Commitment to contribute for your evaluation and leadership in the boardroom. Uh, then commitment of excellence in governance or impact in the boardroom. These are all global perspectives. All comes from the your the outlook here, which have been given by the issue. That because one of the key factors in the issue also, that global perspective, which is many people of us is lacking, which the institute will help to overcome it. But institute also will help in sharpening my boardroom leadership.
True.
Skills means staying ahead of trends in governance.
True.
Fostering ethical leadership.
Right.
And what is happening in the world means we may be in India doing certain things which is not is being done in US or in Japan, etc. So these are the things for which I have practically joined so that we can be all together and all can learn more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we are glad to hear that the Directors Institute is playing such a vital role in shaping forward-thinking leaders such as yourself. And we are very glad to hear that how it has influenced your journey, which really highlights the value it brings to professionals looking to strengthen their impact in the boardroom. With that, Dr. Roy, what an insightful and engaging conversation this has been. Your journey from shaping financial strategy and governance to driving business successes and giving back to society. It's nothing short of inspiring. So if there's one thing our audience can take away today, it's this: great leadership isn't just about making financial decisions. It's about integrity, it's about vision, it's about creating lasting impact. And Dr. Roy, you have shown us exactly how it runs. done. So thank you so much for sharing your
Thank you.
incredible journey, your insights and your vision for the future. Thank you so much for joining us on FaceTime with Leaders. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Great.
And to everyone tuning in, thank you for joining us. Stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, keep leading with purpose. Until next time, this is Priya George signing off from FaceTime with Leaders. See you soon. Take care.